nature, collect medicinal herbs. I was very interested in science and nature, and I decided when I was 4 to become a doctor. So I studied medicine and sports, and I started my career in the orthopedic field, and particularly in the anti-inflammatory field. And I helped pioneering a treatment where you take body-owned proteins and re-inject it into joints and help the inflammation level in the joints and in the body to help really stop and slowing down the aging process.
I'm sorry.
Hi everyone, Tadic Medicine and how anti-inflammation could be applied to anti-aging. I created that is known today as the Vampire Facial and my MC1 cream that uses an extraction of the body's own proteins to create like a highly personalized cream. So I'm basically the mother of personalization skincare. So my patients had the MC1 cream, and then they asked me, Dr. Stone, which cleanser should I use, which scrub, which serum? So I couldn't really recommend anything effective on the market. So I decided for my patients to come up with a few products to help with their skincare regime. So it took me some years to really do the research and work on the formulation for the products. So these products are the result of years of research, and they're based on delivering hydration through the skin, strengthening skin barrier function, and reducing the visible signs of irritation. Another super important focus of my skincare line is skin barrier function, and these need to be super healthy. So hydration is actually the key. So I make sure with the skincare products to give your skin in deeper layers enough hydration to achieve like healthy skin barrier function and healthy, glowy, hydrated skin. And I very much believe in an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. So healthy skin just doesn't come from the products you use, but it's also the result of what you're putting inside your body. That's why I developed my supplements to work in conjunctions with my skincare line, and why I always recommend a balanced, healthy lifestyle with enough sleep, less stress, and a really good anti-inflammatory diet, exercise, and just use really good products, and then your skin will be healthy and beautiful and have this amazing glow. Love your skin.
Okay, so as you heard in the video, Barbara actually started her whole skincare or her whole career as an orthopedic doctor. So she actually started in the orthopedic world, and she pioneered a treatment where you take your own blood protein or plasma and you inject it into the joints. So wherever you had an injury, or maybe you had if it was a sports injury, muscle injury, and Barbara came up with a treatment where if you take your own blood protein and you inject it back into the joints, this would help bring down inflammation, and it would help heal and speed up actually the anti-aging process as well. And this is how Barbara became a skincare doctor. So she took the same treatment that she was doing for joints and she put it into the skin. So she's now one of the most sought after skincare doctors, and it was because of this treatment. So she pioneered a treatment for the skin called the Vampire Facial. And this was taking those blood proteins and injecting it back into the skin, which would really help bring down inflammation in the skin, and it would help treat many, many different ailments in the skin. Then our Barbara came up with a product line. So she first was doing the treatment in the skin with the blood plasma, and then she took the blood plasma and put it into a cream. She called this the MC1. And then a lot of people wanted to have this cream and they wanted to have the treatment with Barbara, but you know, Barbara's only one person. And many people were saying, what else can I use on my skin that will have these incredible benefits? And then Barbara started thinking, let me make my own products. And in 2014, we launched our first products, and we kept it on the same principle. So being anti-inflammatory, Barbara also wanted nothing that could hurt the skin or harm the skin. So we have a philosophy where we don't want to cause any kind of damage to the skin. So you'll notice in all our products, there's nothing that's aggressive, nothing that can harm the skin. We don't have synthetic fragrances. So there's actually no smell. It's very neutral. There's no harsh preservatives. And the nice thing about the range is that any product is actually for any skin. We have ranges that are specific for certain skin types or concerns, but there's no wrong answer. So all our products are really for any skin type and totally safe as well. So you can use it on someone who's pregnant. You can use it on someone who is going through hormonal changes. It's totally, totally safe. So what makes our products really stand out is not only do we use really natural ingredients, but we also have our scientific side of our brand. So we like to call ourselves a brand that has nature, but then we also have the science part, and we kind of marry them together. And this is what makes it so effective, makes the brand so effective. So our products will always treat the skin in a very holistic way, but then we also have that scientific part that works within the little cells in your skin cells, and they make like the big changes in your skin. So we always treat the skin like one of the most important organs of our body. So we always treat it with love and respect. And if you give the skin the right things, it's like if you give your body the right things, your body will be healthy. The same thing with your skin. If you give your skin the right things, your skin will be healthy. And that's kind of our ethos. So an ingredient that we use in all our skincare is purslane. So this plant is in every single Sturm product. And the reason why we use this plant is because this plant is a very strong antioxidant. So an antioxidant is something that's going to bring down inflammation in the skin. So if your skin has any kind of problem, the antioxidant will help to heal it, to make it better. It also has great vitamins for your skin, like vitamin A, E, and C. And these are great, great vitamins for your skin. They're like your essential vitamins for skin. There's also glutathione. Glutathione is also a very, very strong antioxidant, so will fight against inflammation. It also will promote wound healing, so your skin will heal quicker if your skin gets damaged in any way. So something that Barbara talks about a lot.
Sometimes when people answer the...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Maybe they unmuted
Oh, okay.
by mistake.
Okay. So something that Barbara speaks about a lot is the skin barrier. And the reason why we talk about the skin barrier so much is because we tend to damage our skin barrier a lot. So we use products that have aggressive ingredients in or some kind of chemicals in. And what happens is it will destroy your skin barrier. And your skin barrier is like your own natural defense. So we all have a skin barrier, and it's very important to keep that skin barrier nice and strong and healthy. Because as soon as we start putting on products that have got aggressive ingredients in, it's like you poke holes into your skin barrier. And if you've got holes in your skin barrier, your skin becomes compromised. So we also really, really focus on making sure that the skin barrier is strong and it's protected and it's rebuilt. So that's another thing that we really stick to as a brand. So inflammation can be anything on the skin: redness, itchiness, dryness, any like psoriasis, contact dermatitis. These things can be exacerbated by having a bad diet, not sleeping enough, having too much stress, all these things that we're all very aware of. But these can come up on the skin like acne, rosacea, excessive dryness, eczema, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, blemishes. These are all results of inflammation in the skin. So if we can treat inflammation, we can treat anything. So this is how our brand's delivery. We want to be able to treat anything in the skin. So we bring down the inflammation, and that's how we're able to treat all skin concerns or any kind of skin concern. Something that we also really focus on as a brand is our hydration. So we really want to make sure that skins are optimally hydrated. And the reason for that is because any kind of skin that is dehydrated will have poorer texture, will have a poorer skin type. Their pore size will be very uneven. The appearance of their skin will look dull. It won't look nice and revitalized. So it's very, very important that the skin is always well hydrated. So you'll notice in all our products, they will provide hydration. So all our pillars kind of all together is definitely providing the skin with hydration, nutrition, so the right vitamins, the right nutrients in order for it to be healthy. We also have our exosomes, but this is also in relation to working on a cellular level. So we also want to work within the skin cells to help bring about changes in the skin. And then we are also an anti-inflammatory brand. So we like to focus on anti-inflammation, and this will help to treat any skin concern. All right, so I will go over the products that you will have or already have. So I'll cover first the main collection. And the main collection is, I always say, the core. So you will always start from the main collection. So you'll always bring in, the main collection is you build from it. And as you can see, it's also the biggest collection. So the first product is the makeup remover. And the important thing to recognize here, it is two-phase. So it has a water phase and an oil phase. So that means you have to shake it. So the makeup remover, just remember, even though it's a white bottle, it's not see-through. So you have to remember that in order for it to work correctly, you have to shake it up. The water phase is micellar technology. The oil phase is mainly an apricot oil. We also use a sweet almond oil as well. There is some prebiotics in here too, which will help maintain your microbiome. It's very effective to move any kind of makeup. So waterproof makeup, thicker makeup, it removes any makeup. If you are removing quite stubborn waterproof makeup from your eyes, you may need to just leave it on a little bit longer to help to dissolve the thicker oil-based makeup.
Bianca, may I ask you something? You mentioned that the makeup remover has sweet almond oil in it. So if somebody is allergic to nuts, is it okay to use it, or is it no-no?
Yes. Sweet almond and bitter almond are two different plants. So they're not related. They just call it sweet almond. But it doesn't have the catalyst. It doesn't have the part that can cause that reaction. That's usually bitter almond that will have that reaction. No, it's totally safe. Totally fine.
Thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you for
this. We also have our foaming cleanser. This is really probably the most popular cleanser. It is for any skin type. So absolutely anybody you can recommend this to. It will not dry the skin out, and it doesn't affect the pH, which is super important when it comes to cleaning your skin. Because what a lot of times happens when you clean or use a cleanser, it will contain some kind of soap. And a soap is alkaline. Our skin naturally is a little bit acidic. So our skin usually lies on the pH scale from 4.5 to 5.5. So you want to make sure that whatever you're using to clean is going to keep that pH of your natural skin. So it must not go over 7. Usually a soap will always be over 7. So it always needs to be a little bit under. So that's super important. So it will never disturb your skin barrier. So it will not dry your skin out. With a lot of cleansers, it will make your skin feel quite dry afterwards. Whereas with this, it doesn't. It will clean your skin effectively, but it will not dry your skin out. There's also some hydrators in here as well. We've got purslane in here. We've got a lot of purslane in here. We've also got aloe in here. Aloe helps to rejuvenate the skin and add some moisture as well.
Can I ask something?
Yes, sure.
in case we have to do the double cleanser, we can start from the makeup remover and the main and the balancing toner is the main collection cleanser is the second step, right?
Yes, so if you're wearing, if you're a makeup wearer, then you would use the makeup remover first. And then you cleanse, and then you can either, if you want to exfoliate,
Toner.
you would exfoliate then maybe 2-3 times a week, and then tone up. Yes.
Okay.
But I would say you only really need to use the makeup remover if you are a makeup wearer. You know, if you're not a makeup wearer, you can just use the cleanser. That's fine.
Does the cleanser remove sunscreen as well by using just the cleanser? Okay, amazing.
Yeah, the cleanser will clean the skin. We actually the makeup remover we only launched end of last year because for the longest time we never had a makeup remover, because Barbara is a firm believer of having the most natural skin and not wearing makeup. But we had a lot of demand for it because a lot of people now do wear makeup. So we had a lot of demand. So that's why we came up with a, but before we were only doing a double cleanse with a cleanser if you wore makeup, because the cleanser also will remove makeup. You just have to do it maybe twice and then it will.
Thank you.
Because we have already know that it's much better to use the double cleanser for better sales. That's why I asked if we can do these two products together.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I wouldn't give a makeup remover to someone who doesn't really wear makeup. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay, clear. Okay.
Then the balancing toner. So balancing toner, again, for any skin. So anybody can use this, every skin type. And this will, again, remove maybe whatever the cleanser has not already removed. It will keep the pH of the skin, which is really, really important. And how it does that is there's a little smart ingredient built in there. It's actually from a sugar molecule. But what it will do is it will maintain the pH. So even if your skin if you have something on your skin that will affect the pH, the Sugar Bivector tries to keep the pH to where it should stay, which is really, really good to help draw in product effectively to your skin. So we always say a toner is not only there to help clean whatever your cleanse is not already cleaned, great for pore size as well, but it will also help to prepare the skin for the next products. So I always say it's like having a slide that helps the products that you're going to put on your skin go into the skin better than if you didn't have a toner. It also has beta-glucan and panthenol in. These will calm the skin, and some hyaluronic as well. So it helps to hydrate your skin. And then we've got our enzyme cleanser. So we have two types of exfoliators. We have the enzymatic, which works with little enzymes. And as you can see in the video, it's a powder. So what you would do is you would take the powder, put a little bit in your hand, about a €2 coin size, mix with a little bit of water, and it will become a foam. So it becomes like I don't know if you saw it in the video, but you will see it becomes like a soft foam. And you will work that into the skin. And then you should give it some time. Give it 2 or 3 minutes. It needs some time. That's what the foam looks like. It needs some time because there's enzymes in here. And these little enzymes will act like a Pac-Man, and they will eat up all the dead skin cells. So this is a great way to exfoliate. It's a great way for blackheads, to keep the blackheads nice and clean. And it's also great for pore size. But if you have a sensitive skin, then this is the preferred exfoliator. Then for example, our facial scrub. So that is a mechanical exfoliator. So this one, 2 to 3 times a week is great to recommend for. And I would, if someone has maybe a very oily skin or has maybe a lot of breakout and acne, they can use it even more. So they can use it more than 2 to 3 times a week. We use totally natural enzymes. So we have a vitamin C, subtilzin, and lipase. Those are the 3 enzymes that we use. And then we've got our facial scrub, and this is mechanical, so it has little exfoliating particles. These are totally natural particles. They're cellulose, so they're completely natural. And we put it into like a creamy, thick, creamy base. So it's like a cream exfoliator. And this helps to not dry out the skin and also helps to protect the outer layer of your skin as well. So mechanical, so you work it around and the little particles will exfoliate your skin. The most important ingredients in here is the horse chestnut, because it will help to protect the outer layers of your skin. Whoops, sorry. The vitamin A, the purslane as well, of course. Purslane is in every product. And then we put a lot of jojoba oil in here too.
Bianca, at the beginning, you mentioned that pregnant women can use your products, and this one has vitamin A. It's something like bakuchiol, which is the natural retinol, natural vitamin A. Do you take it from natural ingredients?
Yes, we do. But also the vitamin A is 0.009%. It's the tiniest amount.
Okay, amazing.
It's only to a vitamin A in a very, very, very light amount actually calms the skin.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay.
It does the opposite to what actually it does in a higher amount.
Amazing.
So we have it in such a low amount. I mean, it's almost, it just helps for calming.
Because, you know, the clients, even when they are not pregnant, when they see vitamin A
Yes.
or retinol, they're like, no, I'm not using it. It's going to burn me.
No, it's not
That's
like
why
that.
our team needs to know, you know, what to
it's
say.
totally, it's not in that category at all. Not in that category at all. Okay, and then we have our face mask. So this is one of our top sellers. This is really for everybody, anybody and everybody. This is like putting, I always say, like a multivitamin nutrient cocktail on your skin. So it's like a super amazing, hydrating, nutrient-dense treatment. And you can do it 2 to 3 times a week. A nice tip for your clients, because what you'll notice is if you put it onto your skin in a nice thin layer, within about 20 minutes, it's totally absorbed. So it will be completely absorbed into your skin. And then you can leave it. So leave it for the night, and then you have like an overnight treatment. And the next morning, follow your regular routine, and you'll notice your skin will really look and feel amazing. It will glow. It feels like it's been given everything that it needs. So it's a great mask for any skin because it gives the skin exactly what it needs for hydration and nutrients. And then it also has some kaolin in it. It's got chamomile in it as well. It's got aloe in it. It's got the kaolin, or the Chinese clay, will help to just make your complexion nice and even. But it's not enough to sit on the surface. It will absorb, which is really nice. And then we have our, and this is our number 1 selling product, but I always like to explain what exactly hyaluronic is, because I think it's important that everybody understands what hyaluronic is. I'm sure you all already know, but especially us as women, we have hyaluronic naturally in our skin. And from the age of around 35, we all will gradually start to lose our hyaluronic. So the more estrogen we lose, the less hyaluronic we will have in our skin. And hyaluronic is really important because it's not only there to help us keep moisture in our skin or hydration in our skin, but it's also there to help with the collagen production, and it's also there to strengthen the elastin. The elastin is what keeps your skin up, so it keeps your skin firm. So if we lose hyaluronic, which we all will and do, that is what you will start to lose collagen, and you also get weakened elastin. So it's very important that you keep hyaluronic high. What makes our hyaluronic really special, and this is why it is the #1 seller worldwide, every single country, continent that we are on, this is the product that sells the most. And the reason for that is it's really, really effective. And the reason why it's so effective is because we have been able to build each type of hyaluronic that you find naturally in your skin. We have put it into our bottle. So if you look at hyaluronic in your own skin, your little molecules are all different sizes. So you have smaller ones that sit at the bottom, your medium ones that sit between like your second and third, fourth layer. And then your fifth layer, you have the bigger ones or the longer chains. And we've built all three into our bottle of hyaluronic. And this is what really makes it super, super effective on the skin. And you'll notice that your skin will really feel hydrated for the entire day. It doesn't sit on the surface of the skin, it totally absorbs. So it also has some purslane in it, so it will calm your skin as well. Any questions on that? All good? Then we've got our night serum, and our night serum is there to help regenerate our skin. So nighttime, your skin will naturally regenerate itself. So it will try and naturally do that. And what we try and achieve with our night serum is we want to make sure that that process keeps continuous. Because what happens when you age, or if you have other problems with your skin at night will not regenerate like it should. And when it doesn't regenerate like it should, it can't do a lot of other things that it should be doing. So regeneration at night is super, super important. So cotton thistle, one of the main ingredients in here, and it's going to help to boost your skin's natural regeneration. So your skin will keep regenerating. It's also got cassia in it, cassia alata, and this will help to repair UV damage. So if you have damage from sun or you have UVA damage, which is really deep within the skin, it's going to repair that damage that was done. It's also got some coconut extract and beta-glucan, which help to fight or help to build your barrier on your skin. And it's also got some plankton, which helps with collagen production in your skin. Then we've also got our calming serum, and our calming serum is there as in the name. It helps to calm and soothe the skin. So it will bring about an immediate calming. So the three main ingredients, I know the one is a little bit long in the name, but it's cardiospermum. It's an extract from a plant, ichium and sunflower extract. And these three ingredients together will bring an instant calming to the skin. So if you have a skin that's very reactive, or a skin that has rosacea, or a skin that goes red quickly, gets hot quickly, this is a really great serum because it's going to not only help to treat that redness, but it's also going to help with any kind of inflamed skin. So it's going to bring down that very highly reactive response on the skin. And it also has an ingredient in it, it's not on here actually, but it's called balloon vine. And the balloon vine will actually help to repair those broken capillaries. So what happens when a skin is very, very red, it just means that the capillaries are closer to the surface and they break much quicker. So it will help to repair them. So it will help to make them stronger so that they don't keep breaking so quickly. So great serum, and also really sells well with men. Interesting, because the men, obviously, when they shave, they have sensitivity on their skin. So really, really great seller with men as well. We've also got our Good C. The Good C is our form of, or our version of vitamin C. And the vitamin C is in 3 skin-friendly forms. So we only use a natural form, but we have 3 skin-friendly forms of vitamin C. We also put it into a carrier, which is zinc. Zinc will take vitamin C and bring it into the cell so that the skin cell can use it. Because if you don't have it stabilized and if you don't have it in a carrier, vitamin C can't really do anything. It has to be in something so that it can go into the skin cells. Otherwise, your body may just absorb it and just take it out of the body. So it will use it somewhere else, but it won't use it in the skin. So it has to have a vehicle, a transport, and the zinc will act as that vehicle. Very, very strong antioxidant properties. Vitamin C will also help to produce collagen in your skin as well. That's like a natural thing that happens with vitamin C. But for the main purpose of vitamin C, it is really for pigmentation. So vitamin C is very, very good with working against pigmentation. Then we've got our Beta B, and the Beta B is a vitamin B3. This is niacinamide serum. And niacinamide, one of its main functions is to help with refining the skin. So if you have a skin type that has uneven pores, the texture is uneven, and you need to bring some evenness, I call it the cashmere effect. So it like smooths out the skin nicely. B3 is very effective with doing that. So I love this serum because I have an uneven skin, but this is a really, really fantastic serum. It's got vitamin B3, which is niacinamide, and we also put a amino acid in here as well called ectoine. And what happens with the ectoine and the B3, it helps to fight hyperpigmentation as well. So it's got like a double function. It's also got some plankton extract. This is great for your barrier of your skin. It's got panthenol in it as well, which is calming and soothing, but a great serum.
Can I ask,
Yes.
sorry for interrupting you. Can I ask about the previous product, the serum with niacinamide? Which is
Yes.
the best skin type that we can introduce this serum because of the niacinamide?
The
We
best
talk
skin,
about the oily skin, we talk about
yes.
which
So
skin
it would
type?
be a
Much better.
skin, so it would be a skin type that has unevenness. So if you have a skin that has a texture, an uneven texture, so normally that is when you have like big pores on the nose, big pores on the forehead, but smaller pores on the cheeks, big pores on the chin.
On T-zone.
Yeah,
Much
mostly
better.
it's
Okay.
mostly it's T-zone. But you also have skins that are much older. They're not oily anymore, but they still have those big, big, big pores everywhere. And then a B3 is phenomenal. It's like really, really good, but it's also for an oilier skin. Like me, I have an oilier skin and I love this serum. This serum for me is fantastic because I have big pores on my nose, I have big pores on my forehead, and it really helps to even them out nicely. So give me a nice, even complexion. And then we've got our eye cream. So this eye cream from our main collection is really, really good with the puffiness and dark circles. So if you have dark circles or bags under the eyes, this is very, very, very effective. So it is a very light eye cream. The three main ingredients in here is the golden root, the sugar beet, and the yeast. These are the three main ones that will help with that depuffing effect underneath the eyes. There's also some omega lipids in here, so it will help with moisture too. So a little bit of moisture. So mainly more for like a younger eye, not so much a more mature skin, more younger, between, you know, maybe 20s and 30s. This is a perfect eye cream. And then we've got our face cream light. So like it says in their name, it is light. So it is for maybe summertime. People like to switch their moisturizer in summer. They want to use something lighter on their skin. It's great for, it's not greasy, super light on the skin. It's also really, really good for maybe a skin type that's oilier or the skin that has maybe more of combination skin type and they don't want a heavy cream, they want something light. Then this is the perfect moisturizer for them to use. Some of the main ingredients in here is obviously your purslane is in here. But there's also your bisabolol and ginger root. And these two ingredients are also really, really good for sensitive skin. So if you have a sensitive skin, this is also a very, very good moisturizer to recommend. Then we've got our face cream, and the face cream, this one is like perfectly in the middle. So good for more dehydrated skin to normal skin, even to a little dry, because you'll notice with the consistency of this cream, it does have a thicker consistency. And that's because we have shea butter in here. So we start to incorporate heavier oils into here. We have shea butter, avocado oil, corn oil, these kind of oils that bring about a lot more locking in a lot more moisture into the skin. So it really is for that like normal to dehydrated skins. Although we do have some combination skins that use this, but it would really be for those skins that are not more on the oilier side. They're more on the dehydrated side. That would then benefit from this cream. It's also got Skullcap and Purslane in. These are not only to calm the skin, but it's also anti-aging. So it will be a little bit more anti-aging than the face cream light. And then we've got the Rich, and the Rich is really for dry skin. So if you have any client that has a very, very dry skin, flakiness, very irritated skin, maybe from winter time, that's very normal, that happens with the skin. If they go skiing, things like that, their skin really battles or gets put under a lot of stress. Then these kind of like rich moisturizers are really, really good. Very similar to the face cream on the oils that they use. It's just more of. So you'll notice the consistency is very rich. It is also for someone who wants a nice thick night cream. It's also very suitable for that as well. And then we've got our men's cream, and our men's cream is a very light cream, anti-aging and detoxing. So those are the main things with the men's cream. It also helps to calm any kind of shaving stress. So when a man shaves his skin, the skin does become quite stressed, and the cream does have ingredients in it that will help to heal the skin and help to bring down irritation in the skin as well. So there's Purslane and Skullcap in here. There's also some green algae, which helps to detoxify the skin. And it's a super lightweight cream. Also quite refreshing on the skin. So it has quite a refreshing feeling on the skin, which men generally love. And then we've got our drops. So we've got the serums, we've got the creams, and then we have drops. And our drops are our Glow Drops, which are probably one of our most famous products. We use it wherever we go, any events that we are invited to. Pretty much this is for anybody and everybody. And this is, like I always say, the finishing product. So this is the ending. And it will help to revitalize the skin. It helps to minimize pore size, and it helps to give the skin this really healthy glow. So this really dewy, healthy look. And it does that, not only does it have these little pearl pigments in that will help reflect the light, that gives you that nice dewy look, but there's also hyaluronic in here. There's wild rose extract in here that gives it the little pink color. There's Purslane in here, there's beta-glucan in here, there's Bistorta root. Bistorta root will help to optimize the skin. So if you have skin that's a little bit blotchy and red in some areas, it's going to help like even that out. So your skin will not be as blotchy. And then we often talk about UVA, UVB. These are from the sun. But we also have another one, and we forget about this a lot, but this is called visible light. So visible light is blue light or HEV light, digital light. We get it from cell phones, we get it from our computers, we get it from any kind of artificial light that is quite strong this is where it can actually damage your skin. And we don't always think about it, but it actually can damage the skin a lot more than sun because you're exposed to it a lot. So people that sit in front of their computers or in offices, people who live in very, very densely populated cities with a lot of pollution, like New York, London, Milan, these kind of cities that have lots of pollution, sitting in the city air. This is like having an extra defense against that. So you're getting defense against the digital light damage from this cacao seed. There's a cacao seed, so from the chocolates, the chocolate pod, and that's going to provide a shield for helping against the digital light damage. And then it has a lot of different types of antioxidants and marine microorganisms. And these will help to defend the skin against that pollution. So we all, if we live in a big populated city and we have a lot of pollution in the air and we don't protect our skin will absorb it. So we need that extra protection. And this is where your anti-pollution drops will help. And then we've got two types of sun drops. We have the 30 and we have the 50. Sorry, don't know why I did that.
You have a party there, Bianca.
Yeah, that was weird. It's never happened before. So we have the 30 and the 50, very much the same ingredients. So you'll notice both are broad spectrum. So that means we protect against UVA and UVB. One is a 30 and the other is a 50. So with a 30, you obviously have a shorter duration of protection. It also is lighter on your skin. So by texture, it's super light. You barely even know it's there on your skin, but it's also got some vitamin E in it. It's got cassia alata in it, so it helps to fight against UV damage. The vitamin E helps to rebuild the skin. So it's not only protecting your skin against the sun damage, but it's also going to help repair your skin and fight against the UV damage. So you'll see here the 50 is very much the same. The only thing with the 50, obviously, it is slightly thicker in consistency. And obviously you have that 50 factor. So it's a much higher protection that you have. I always say you should always have 50 on your skin, especially in the summer. I think it's very important to have 50. Then you've also going to have our body brushes, which is, I find, the really best way to exfoliate your skin. And the reason why I always say it's the best way is because you're also going to be giving your skin like a treatment. Because if you use a body brush, you always should work in the pathways shown on the screen. So you always work upwards. You always work towards your heart. So when you're using a body brush, always use it dry, firstly, and always work towards the heart. What that helps to do is increase your micro and macro circulation and also your lymph circulation. So if you suffer from water retention, if you have bad lymph or slow lymph drainage in your body, this is really going to help stimulate that. In turn, helping with things like cellulite as well, because it really helps to increase your circulation in your body. So that's why I think a body brush is the best way, because it also exfoliates. So at the same time, we have two versions. We have the soft and we have the medium. So the soft is just a softer. If your skin is more sensitive, or I always say start with the soft and then move to the medium. I love the medium. I think for me, the medium is great. But if you're sensitive, then it can be quite harsh. And always use it dry. Never wet the brush. And then we've got our anti-aging body cream. So a lovely body moisturizer. And this has a very soft smell to it, because all the products you'll notice will have pretty much no smell, or very neutral. You won't really smell anything, but with the body cream, you smell a very slight, very like soft smell. And that's because of the elderberry blossom in here. It's actually a skin tightener or firmer. And we've also got some white almond, again, different to your bitter almond, okay, just so you know. Lots of nutrients built into this. So a lot of vitamins, a lot of nutrients built into the moisturizer, and really, really great, really moisturizes the skin nicely and leaves the skin quite tight and firm, which is nice too. We've also got our body sunscreen. This we also just launched last year. Really lovely. Not only is it a body SPF protection of 30, it's a broad spectrum, so UVA and UVB protection, but it also helps to neutralize any kind of free radicals. So anything that can be brought onto the skin, whether that's from the sun. Unfortunately, a lot of sunscreens, especially body, are actually really, really bad for your skin. So whereas our sunscreens are not. So they actually have ingredients in there that will actually help the skin as well. The interesting thing of our body SPF is there's a little bit of menthol. So it's very, very little though. And the menthol actually helps to cool the skin down. So if you're going on holiday and you're always in the sun, your skin can get quite hot. It can get heat rash. You can get sun rash from the sun. And the menthol is really good to help to cool that down. There's also some Tara extract in here. This is great for protecting the skin as well, rebuilding the skin. So it's more like it's a sunscreen, but also helps the skin, bring down inflammation in the skin as well. And then we've got our Super Anti-Aging Collection. So our Super Anti-Aging Collection is really for those older skins. So the more mature skins with more heavier lines and wrinkles. And this is our cleansing cream. So this can also be used for dry skin. So if you have someone with a drier skin type, this is a great cleanser to recommend them, because for a drier skin, you do need maybe more of a creamy cleanser. You can still recommend the foaming. It's not wrong, but this is maybe better for them. And also an older skin. So this will help to remove any kind of dirt or makeup on the skin. But it also helps to, if once you clean the skin, there's ingredients, and in one specific one, it's called glycan. It's a glycan. And what these glycans do is even when you clean the skin, it leaves like this protective layer. You don't see it, but you can feel it. So you can feel like your skin is really, really moisturized, even after cleaning. And the glycans also help to keep the skin clean. So they'll repel any kind of dirt particles that come towards the skin. So they help to keep the skin clean. There's also some plant collagen in here. So it has a plumping effect and hydrating effect to the skin as well. Then we've got our newest product. This was launched end of last year, and it's been a really, really hit of a product. This is our Super Anti-Aging Eye Serum. And this is going to help with puffiness, dark circles, collagen production in the eye area, reducing lines and wrinkles. Some of the main ingredients in here is like your red algae, your calanthe extract. That is actually from a orchid. You know, the orchid flower? That is the extract. And the reason why we use this is because it helps to tighten and firm and produce collagen in the eye area, because the eye area, the skin is very different. So we have to also treat it differently. So that's why we use specific ingredients. The gluconolactone in here, which is this ingredient at the bottom, and this will help to hydrate the skin on the upper layers. So we have the hyaluronic, which will deliver to all the lower layers and the upper layers. The gluconolactone will specifically help with that upper portion. And the reason why we want that upper portion protected so much when you get older is because when you get older, your skin becomes thin. So that's why you want that extra protection on the top as well. And that's why we have that ingredient in there. Then we've got our super anti-aging serum, and this is for the face. And this I would recommend you give to your older clients. So we have the hyaluronic, but this you would give, this is like the hyaluronic in a super anti-aging version. Okay, so you would give this, instead of the hyaluronic, you'd give this to a client who either wants to step up their program, or if they are in that category where they have more lines and wrinkles on their skin, then I would give them this one instead. So it's packed full of anti-aging ingredients and vitamins. There's a lot of purslane in here. There's a lot of skullcap in here as well. And obviously our hyaluronic, it's the same, all 3 levels of it. And then we have our anti-aging eye cream. The anti-aging eye cream, if you really want to treat the eye area, you can recommend both the serum and the cream. Serum goes first, cream comes after. And this has got a great function for puffiness, dark circles. It also helps with, it has microalgae in it, and it will also help to firm the skin. So it will help give a firmness to the skin, and it will also provide a barrier. So that biomimetic layer, that's the one you will see there on the top. That's because as you age, your skin becomes a lot thinner. So you need to have that extra top protection. And that's what that means. Hyaluronic is in here. Red ginseng is in here. This helps with these deeper lines that form here by the sides of your eyes, called your crow's feet. Very, very effective eye treatment. Very, very, very effective. And then we've got our super anti-aging face cream. And this is obviously consistency is a nice consistency, really rich cream. But also it's got a lot of ingredients. You'll see the ingredient list on your manual for the super anti-aging range. There's loads of ingredients. Most importantly in here is these plankton biopolymers, because these provide that firmness in the skin, that collagen production in the skin, which is important when you're aging. And then obviously the purslane and the hyaluronic. But we also have a very, very powerful anti-aging ingredient in here. It's not on here, but it's in your manual. It's called teprenone. And teprenone is an ingredient, very few brands have it, but it is an ingredient that will actually start to reverse the aging process in your skin. So it actually won a Nobel Prize a couple of years ago. But when you see that in your manual, then you know what it is. Okay. Then we've got the night cream. So super anti-aging night cream. This focuses on 3 main things. So detoxifying your skin at night, because if you make sure that all your oxidized cells are gone, then your skin can regenerate itself. So we use avocado peptides to detoxify the skin. We also want to make sure that the skin is not losing water at night, because that's something that can happen or naturally will happen at night. Because when you get older, your skin gets thinner, so you lose more water. And we want to prevent that from happening. So we use an ingredient called polyglutamic acid. And this is 10 times stronger than hyaluronic, but only top layers. So we prevent the water loss from the surface of the skin. It also has a plumping effect. And then we also use an ingredient in here called nanopeptide 1. And this ingredient is going to help stimulate collagen production, and it helps to also regulate your circadian rhythm. That means your skin will know today, now it's night, now it's daytime. Now I have to do these things, now I have to do those things. And it's important that your skin knows when it's daytime and when it's nighttime. And this is what that ingredient will help with. So very, very important, very smart night cream, and really focuses on those things that we start to lose when we age at night. Then we've got our neck intercolate, and this is obviously for the chest and the neck. As we get older, we should definitely be treating this differently to the face. But we normally will also get heavier lined and wrinkled here, and as well we will get age spots because we expose it to a lot of sun. So we have some ingredients in here that will help to focus on these things. We have kombucha and daisy. These will help against the dark spots on the chest and the neck. There's also shiitake mushroom. This helps to tighten and firm the skin up. There's also some mango seed. There's lovely ceramides. There's shea butter, marula oil. These are all great oils to really protect the barrier of the skin. And mangosteen is actually a plumping oil. So this will help to plump the skin. Great for when you have deeper lines and wrinkles, because you need that plumping to help them. Then you've also got the V collection, which is one of my favorites, actually. And this is for, it's for any woman, but this is for your intimate area. And it's very important that we understand as women that we should really be treating that area differently to the rest of the body, because it has its own microbiome. It's like your tummy has its own microbiome. So do we as women. And we need to make sure that it's nice and balanced, because as soon as it's unbalanced, then we notice it immediately. So Barbara made a wash and also some drops. This is also very effective for anybody going through menopause. Very, very effective, because when we go through menopause, we have a lot of changes that start to happen. But the main thing in these products is the pro and prebiotics. And what these do is they help to maintain the microflora in that area. There's also lactic acid in here, which is a natural skin hydrator or retaining moisture. To the skin, there's panthenol, very soothing, very calming. There's hyaluronic in here as well. So very gentle wash and maintaining that microbiome, that it stays nice and healthy. And then we've got the drops. The drops obviously will come after. So after you've used the wash and after the shower. Again, you'll notice same ingredients, pre and probiotics, lactic acid. So very similar ingredients. The difference here is we've got some prickly pear. And the prickly pear, again, will help with hydration and bringing down any irritation. There's also a special ingredient in here that will help to plumpen up the labia area. This is really important for a woman that goes through menopause, because there's a lot of dryness there or uncomfortableness in that area. So this is very important for a woman that is going through that. And then there's another extract in here that helps with your hair. So the hair in that area can sometimes be a little bit more stubborn. And this gurma plant extract will help to soften the hair. So your hair becomes softer in the area, and even can help reduce. So a really lovely V collection. And then you also have our microbiotic, which is really, really nice that you have the microbiotic, because not everyone has this collection. But the microbiotic is for teenagers. So if you have teenagers with acne, or just any teenager can use this as well. I mean, it's just to maintain a good skin for anybody going through those early stages of hormone changes. Because what happens is they can affect the skin very quickly and without warning. So you can go from one day having great skin, and then the next day you have, total breakout. And it's just because as a teenager, your hormones are, going crazy. So that's why Barbara developed this skincare for this age group. So there's a cleanser. It's a balm. So it's actually a cleansing balm. It's not like a foaming wash, but it's a balm. So you put it on dry. So same as you would with the cleansing cream in the Super Anti-Aging. Work it in dry, wet your fingers, and then rinse it off gently. It will turn milky after you've wet your fingers, but this balm will help to provide a natural moisture balance to the skin, which is very important for skin going through a lot of hormonal changes. There's also sunflower seed oil in here, glycerine and marula, which will not clog the skin. They will help to also boost hydration levels, but cleaning the skin in a very gentle way. So super, super gentle. And also maintaining the oil in your skin.
I'm sorry, Bianca, to interrupt. This is the last collection we will see, right?
Yes,
Because we are a little bit out of time.
we are. Yeah.
Just we can have like 10 minutes if it's okay
Yeah,
with my
I'm sorry.
colleagues
We
as well.
started slightly late because I was trying
Okay,
to, but I'm almost done, I promise.
amazing. Thank you.
What you'll notice when you know most of the ingredients for one product, you'll know the rest. So the hydrating serum is like a hyaluronic, but for a teenage skin. So you'll notice tiger grass, which is a really, really potent soothing ingredient. Pre and probiotics, the Maclura root, leaf extract, and the butterfly bush. So these all help to bring down inflammation quite quickly, and also helps to regulate any kind of bacteria in the skin, which is very, very good for a acne skin or anybody breaking out. So it will also help to heal any kind of scarring on the skin, which is important. Lovely hydrating serum. And then there's a face cream. You'll notice again, it's all the same ingredients: tiger grass, pro and prebiotics, Maclura root, butterfly bush, all the same. And then we've got our stinky pimple. So the stinky pimple, the ultimate stinky pimple treatment, the reason why we call it that is because this is for spot treatment. But this does have a very strong smell. And the odor or the smell comes from an oil that we use. It's called shale oil. And shale oil is the oil that is found right underneath the earth surface, where the lava flow is, just above that. So where the rocks start to form, there's oil usually. And this shale oil is very, very good to get rid of any kind of like pimple. So if you have and it's also very good for the skin because it's antimicrobial. So it will take away bad bacteria or out of the skin, and it does it very fast as well. It's also got panthenol in and allotonin, which is really, really good to reduce redness in the skin. And then my last one, and this is the layering. And this is important because everyone, I feel like, should have a picture of this because this is going to show you effectively how to use our products. And so you in the beginning, you should always have the cleansing routine. So you'll pick the cleanser. So it'll be your cleanser, your exfoliator. I don't know, maybe which one you use, or sorry, first your makeup remover if you're a makeup wearer, your cleanser, your exfoliator, whichever one you use, 2 to 3 times a week, and then your toner. So that's your cleansing routine that becomes before step 1. Then you've got step 1. Now, step 1 are all the serums I've mentioned. Don't worry about the darker skin tone one because you don't have that one. And the clarifying, don't worry about that one. But these are all your water-based serums. Those will always go first on the skin. So those are number 1. So they'll go on first. Then you've got step 2. Step 2 is your treatment serum. So your treatment serum is, what are you treating? Are you treating sensitivity? Are you treating pigmentation? Are you treating texture? So that would depend on what your step 2 serum is. Your step 3 is your moisturizer. So you can pick face cream light, face cream rich, or the super anti-aging line. It depends on the skin. Step 4 is your drops. So these are the finishes. So your anti-pollution, your glow drops, and your sun drops. And then the last serum, it's the only one, I don't think you have this one though, because no, I didn't discuss it with you, the lifting, so you don't have to worry about that. And that is it. Any questions from anybody?
I think it's all clear. One question for me, from me. May we have the product, maybe the presentation only with the product, all like a table with the product, so I can send it to the team back in the store so they can have it, and share the knowledge.
Perfect.
Could you, I don't know, do I have your email?
Oh, I can send it to you. I think I have your email from Julie, so don't worry.
So just email me and I will
Mhm.
send you it's the product overview. I'll send it to you.
Amazing. So I can send it to the team and they can have all the
Yeah,
information
sure.
they need.
So I have something like this. I'll show you. It's like, can you see?
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. That's
All the products.
great. Something like that. We need something like that, actually.
No problem. I'll send
Well,
it to you.
Bianca, thank you so much for the training. It
You're
was lovely.
welcome.
I think you
Thank
already sold
you.
me some of the products.
Good. I hope you use them and love them.
Yes. Thank you very much. And thank you
Thank
you very
everyone for
much.
being
Day.
here. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Καλό μεσημέρι.